Oh, let me ask you this. Who is CG's favorite Looney Tunes character? Right, Bugs Bunny, obviously. All the bugs. Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Zareth Prevails. Today we've got the 2023 year in review video that we'll just talk about things that happened on my channel, things that happened in the game, and look at the cool infographic thing that I made and brag about myself a little bit and just try to review a few things, talk about some stuff that are cool. Here, real quick, let's just look at all the infographics. We'll look at the infographics later, but we'll look at the thumbnails that I made this year, folks. There's what, 350 something of them, and it's a lot. Watch for my face to just freeze when we get to the Crate Expectations one. But one thing I did want to mention while we're here, people have been asking, one thing that I've done this year that a lot of people have asked me about, why aren't you making as many GAC recap videos? And the simple truth is, guys, you can watch me on Twitch if you want. Maybe I'll start streaming on YouTube at some point, but I do stream them, and then those videos stay up for 2 months. I'm a partner on Twitch, so they let me have my old video stuff on just on display for like 2 months. If you want to go watch that stuff, please go check me out live. And the thing is, I wanted to make video content about other stuff than just GAC. I think diversifying it and talking about farming, talking about guides, and trying to, figure other things out, that's more interesting to me anyways. GAC, I love GAC. I think making a lot of videos about GAC is just kind of almost self-defeating, because number one, it stops people from watching my my live streams sometimes, because they're like, oh, I'll just watch it on YouTube later. And second off, I've already made that content. I live streamed it. You can go watch it, and it's always appreciated if you go watch it, but I don't need to make a second version of the same content, kind of. It's just, I don't think it makes that much business sense in a lot of ways. So just as a heads up, guys, go check out my stuff on Twitch. You can find the link in the video description. Now, let's go to say my thank you to my patrons. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for all your support, guys. Truly appreciate every single one of you. And guys, if you want to support this channel for free, all you gotta do is hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, comment, mount the algorithm. I'm hoping we can get rid of this graphic pretty soon in this upcoming year. I'm going to be reducing my video count a little bit to try to make a little more quality videos. We'll see how that all goes. So what happened on my channel this year? I got about 5,000 new subs, which we didn't quite get to 20,000, which kind of makes me sad. I think we're at 19,775 or something right now, which is like so close, but we didn't quite make it. Really cool stuff, though. I really appreciate everyone who has subbed. Honestly, I really appreciate it, guys. This year I did get a new computer, which has helped tremendously on my streams. I've been able to do a lot better and cooler stuff on my streams, and my streams don't crash from BlueStacks acting up all the time. So huge thank you to my patrons who helped with that, of course, and everyone else who supports this channel. Really appreciate that. All the people who donate on Twitch, etc. I upgraded my lighting a little bit, at least. There's still some more stuff to come from the lighting, but that's been something, an ongoing project lately. I think I've gotten better at Photoshop. I'll let you guys determine that for yourselves. I did grow a beard, but it was itchy, and screw doing that again. And then I did decrease my video count this year because I stopped doing daily content. It was killing me, honestly. I mean, I don't know, killing, this might be too dramatic, but daily content was just, I was too tired, guys. I was not sleeping enough, and I'm doing a lot better sleep-wise now. So, for what it's worth, I also lost, like, 13 pounds. So, hey, look at all those pounds. Oh, you can't, because they're gone. I lost them. Okay, so here's the graphic I made for the last year, the 2022 year-end review, and I'm just showing you guys this. It's a little bit different than the one I made, but I just want to show you this is what I did last year, 1 year ago, and this is what I did this year. You can go get this on my Discord server. In fact, go check that out. It's linked in the video description as well. It's free. You can go get it in the Infographics channel. But, you know, share it with your friends or whatever. Go, if you are sharing it with your friends, tell them to go watch this video too. And give me a like and then leave or something. Or watch the whole video. You never know. But, one way or another, I spent way too long making this infographic, and it'll be a good reference for later, but in reality, it's, whoa, hold on. In reality, I'm just not going to get that many clicks on this video, and it probably wasn't worth the time, but I hope it becomes a good resource for the community. And so, yeah, we've got, I put the 2002 characters on this list as well, just so there's not really a question of when did these characters come out? Like, what was, you know, that way you know, if it was in 2023, that you can reference, oh yeah, it came out last year, you know, instead of the year before. And we did have more characters and ships released this year, though not by too much. That's, you know, one extra character, one extra ship. And let's do zoom in just a little bit here, guys. So, yeah, we had an extra character and an extra ship this year. Same number of Galactic Legend or Galactic Legend level ships. You know, Leviathan and Profundity, etc. And in reality, yeah, it's all pretty similar. One thing that did change, and I don't have it on the graphic, but they stopped at some point putting new Omicrons on characters that on older characters. Like the only Omicrons that they have on characters now are the new characters, that they're not adding them anymore. I think Poggle might have been the last one, so I don't know if they're going to continue that trend, but it's been an interesting one, because last year they added a lot, and that was part of what my infographic was doing. So, all right, let's talk a little bit about January here. Here, let's just close off February. Shoop. That's really ghetto, folks. Not that I use that word ever. But, okay, so Zori came out in January. I guess we can expect that in 2024. I bet that we're going to have just like a random character that doesn't... Zori had no impact at all. Well, no, not impact, but like she wasn't part of any release theme, right? Like there wasn't anything that she did necessarily that contributed to other things later down the line. It was just like, hey, this is a good character, but she wasn't part of any release schedule. She's not a requirement. We've talked about that before. They also in the same month released the Tide Defender, which was it's such a good ship, guys, such a good ship, and the Scythe. Which was rather exciting, I like to think. So, you know, both of those ships have been incredibly impactful. And then January is also the time that the Treya Omicron was acting up, and we were able to start killing Lord Vader with Nihilus lead. It was a very silly time. Now, you know, CG, I can't talk, but snapped the door closed on that one. I was trying to figure out which one to say, closed the door or snapped the door. That's why I was sluttering. So, let's see. In February, we had a road ahead that talked about, hey, we're getting a new raid. Like, can you imagine, guys? A year ago, we were still doing the Sith Triumvirate raid and the Challenge Rancor. Like, that was still a thing. And it was actually still... I mean, we've only been doing the new raid stuff for... Not too long, 7 months, something like that. We also had, so the crate raid was announced. That's cool. We were all a little bit excited. I think most people were really excited. I was a little bit more reserved, and then we got a couple new Tuskens, which was cool. Let's see, in March, they... oh yeah, so Jedi Cal event was announced as well in the road ahead. And then they started releasing the Jedi Cal characters here for, like in March, which is, I guess they waited a full month. I wonder if I have the dates correct. I think I did. And then Sarah took her leave of absence from the game to have her baby, which, you know, Kate, the famous Kate, filled in admirably for her. So, huge shout out to Kate. Thank you so much for helping with that. Truly appreciate it. And then Riva was released the year prior, but she wasn't unlocked until this year, somewhere in March. I couldn't find when people first, like very first unlocked her. I think I was one territory battle behind them. So anyways, Riva was kind of, in a way, she was made available this year in March at some point. Here, hold on a sec. Whoa, we're in April now, apparently. So April was a really busy month for us, guys. We got Trench from Conquest, and then Marin, and Marin was so impactful. She was so good. She's been one of my very favorite releases this year. And Tarful was there with the start of the Pets team. And then we had another road ahead. It was unprecedented. We had 2 road aheads in the same, like, within 3 months of each other. 2 months of each other. It was insanity. I could not believe that they had done it so quickly. And this is where they had announced Leviathan. And they told us what our anniversary gifts were going to be. Wait, was that anniversary gifts? Maybe. Oh, maybe it was. I have that wrong, guys. It wasn't anniversary. It was May the 5th gifts. I don't know if I'll change that, if I have time to change that, but that was my bad. No anniversary announcement there. And then Sarah came back with the little man, which was so good, man. So good to see both of them. In May, we got Saw Guerrera, which, I mean, his kid is slowly becoming one of the more interesting ones in that release. In fact, it was pretty interesting. The crate raid started, and we got the Tide Dorito also that month. Every month we had at least 2 characters released, sometimes more. Maybe there was one that we only had 1 released, but let's see. And then in June, we had the 2 ships come out. One of them was the Fury Interceptor, so that was Conquest. But then Rex was here, and the Jedi Cal event was here as well. It was a really busy time. The Nuggets also won the championships for the NBA, which was rather fancy of them. Thank you, Nuggets, for doing that. You did it just for me, I realize. Whoa, I keep jump cutting here, guys. Sorry. So in July, we got Nisa. And this is also, we got Nisa. This is also when Galactic Legend Leia was announced. So we got Rex, but then we didn't know if it meant Leia was coming or not. I totally predicted it. I did call it. A lot of people told me I was a total jerk for rubbing it in. I was like, I told you guys that I was right. And everyone's like, I always just unfollow and unsubscribe to people who tell me they were right about something. I was like, well, I guess that's a shame. We'd probably be at 20,000 people at this point if I hadn't just done that. But I don't care. Not too much anyways. Leviathan came out that month as well. And yeah, so this is the last road ahead that they gave us, guys, was in July. Start of July. So we haven't had one for half of a year, which, I mean, that's fine, I guess. It's just an interesting situation, I suppose. And then we did have the Scout and Drogon release for Leia, but nothing else really in August. Finally, in September, we got the Princess Leia unlock, and Malicos came out. 2 characters that were incredibly impactful at the time, for sure. Whoa, I keep jump cutting again. So we got on October. Now this is starting to become way more recent. You guys probably start remembering some of this stuff. We had the October, that's a month. The October of 2023. The Sith Marauder is not a thing either. Well, it is, just not in this slide. We had the Marauder released, which was such an interesting release. They released it right at the same time as the light speed bundles, which have been crazy impactful. And remember, there's still that bug out there where if you're actively farming a galactic legend, then you get double the shards in a galactic chase. So like my alt, who doesn't really care that much about, I mean, he does care about Marauder, but I don't think I would have spent money to get him on the chase. I just casually, I started farming Ray that the next day because of the lightspeed bundles, and because I was farming a galactic legend, I unlocked the Marauder just at 7 stars really easily, just almost trivially. It was kind of cool, honestly. And then Paz was also released. I don't think we knew about Bo-Katan yet, though. In November, we got the Ultimate Journey, which was all right. I mean, I don't know what to quite make of it, honestly. We also got Grogu, which is fun, and this is when the Endor raid started. Sorry, the Speeder Bike Pursuit raid. I forget when it was. You guys can go look back. I think it was in July that they announced we were going to get the new Endor raid, and I think they called it the Return of the Jedi raid at that point. So you guys can go check that out on my man, what are you doing? All right, there we go. On this graphic. And then finally this month, or December, last month, whatever you want to say, we had our second wave of the light speed bundles. We had Supreme Leader Kylo again, Finalizer, Beskar Mando, and Phoenix. And we also got Moff Gideon and Kelleran Beck and Bo-Katan. And I don't even have Bo-Katan because they totally priced us out. So anyways, this is an interesting year, folks. Lots of bugs, lots of releases, man. Lots of releases. It's been a lot, guys. There really just have been a ton of things that happened this year, and that's good. I think overall, I'm glad that we have so much stuff being released for this game, because the game, if we only started getting an update every 3 or 4 months, I'd start worrying. Like, this probably means that the game's not going to live that long. And after how many years is it? 8 years that this game has existed. It's doing pretty well still. I can't believe how healthy it is. It's what do we need for next year? Almost definitely we need an update to some kind of PvP thing. These last couple years have been all PvE. Like all of it has been territory battle, or the raids, or conquest a little bit. We haven't gotten an update to PvP mode for a really long time, and I think, I mean, from my perspective, of course, I wear those GAC lenses, but it's also, it's important to me, man. I think it's important to the game as well. So, here, let me real quick, let's go back here, and I'll play you guys the infographics that I've been doing, and then we'll get out of here, shall we, folks? Here's all the infographics that I made this year. I hope that you have a wonderful 2024, folks, and I'll see you next year. This isn't in order, by the way, guys. It's just like alphabetical order, I think. Come join my Discord server. Come watch me on Twitch, guys. Make that a New Year's resolution. Watch more Xerath on Twitch. There's a link in the video description. It's a wonderful, wonderful time. I promise. Take care, everyone. See you next year, where we'll be prevailing even more. I'm certain of it. I promise.